Hey guys, welcome to the stream. This is Antonius Caliber, and today we are playing some War Thunder. Gotta make sure this is all kosher. That's kosher. All right, it's all good. All good. Coil gun. Okay. Okay, here we go. Today we are starting our grind out with the Su-27 SM. We unlocked that last night on our little surprise stream that we did. We're gonna work on flares first, and then we are gonna do ETs, probably. Yeah, most likely ETs, and then boosters and G-suit. Typical. These three, and then we go down the munitions line, right? Okay, so very simple progression here. We know what we're doing. The Su is familiar to us. The 33 is amazing. The 27 is great. 27 SM, I assume, only builds on the 27, so, you know, we'll see what we can do here. And exciting, we've got 0 XP in our Mark of Distinction 8 for pilots. So our goal today is to finish Mark of Distinction number 8 for this. Unlock the MiG-25 PD and get ourselves this event vehicle. This will be the second top-ish tier jet that we've unlocked. We also did the Kafir Canard. Lady Luck here. Beautiful aircraft. Love the Kafir. So hoping to finish this up on stream today. One shot here. Mark of Distinction for pilots 8, and at least a couple of these mods. Let's get right into it. Start getting some kills down. Ow. That hurt. My shoulder, my old ass man shoulders. Okay. Okay, let's get into it. God, we really need boosters on this thing. Let's get our 77s online. I don't know what the hell an Unca Bunca is, but sure, they need SL too. Look at this roll rate. Look at this roll rate, boom. Look at them pretty blue flames and that pretty great roll rate. Oh. I think those are G's, bruh. Unga bunga. Ooga booga. Let's go down. Scary. It's a regional accent. See, this is what wars are fought over, man. Ever since the cavemen. I thought you said one thing, you said something else, man. We were saying the same thing, 2 different ways. People died over misunderstandings back in the day. Now we got all this civility and just talking it out. Hey bro, it's just a regional accent, it's my dialect. We're gonna show these enemy teams some civility today. We're gonna shove our missile right down their throat repeatedly. Literally stock at 111 swing swept turns 2 to 3 times faster. I know this thing's fucking garbage, dude. Look at this. Look at this loadout. Look at this loadout. Okay, I know it's gonna be OP. It's gonna be OP very, very quickly. First things first, get chaff and flares so that we don't use them. Next things next. As many R73s as you can strap onto this bitch so you can spam ram heat seekers. What's up, Anton number 2? We almost crashed. Oh look, it's Pradesh. The map. What's up, Deji? Welcome to the stream. Welcome back. Listen, we just need any points. All we did last night flying this was crash into the ground. That's what we did. We flew like 3 sorties and it was not good. None of them were good. Hello? Jesus? Is that you? You're about to meet him. I've been robbed. What the fuck? Oh god. Oh god. Oh god. This is not good. Okay. Is there anything that we can do to get some points here? The roll rate, guys. He's got my chicken and waffles. Oh my god. All right, we did something. God, I hate the stock grind. I hate the stock grind, man. Yeah, bro. Good job. Hold up, what? Your brother's in jail? Why's your brother in jail? What did he do? Did he drink and drive? Talk to me. How'd he go to jail? See, I waited to use my meds today until I got home from grabbing job applications so that I wouldn't get a DUI. But this time of the year, everyone getting DUIs. Like, so that's... Hello? Game, are you okay? I think my game got a little stoned right there. put that in YouTube chat. People will be able to backtrace who you are. Is it still? Oh my god! All right, bro, let's get this shit. There we go. We just won't clip anything for this game. It'll be alright. That's like a super lot of PII that can be found from that little gem. No, I didn't go and check. Just tell us what happened. Just tell us what the charge is. Go copy and paste just what the charge is. I don't want to know the name. I don't want to know the place. Just what the charge is. I didn't even read the end of the last name. I know what the last name was, but I got to the end of the sentence and I was like, nope. Like, we're fucking making sure that we're deleting this shit. Gotta keep these kids safe, man. See, this is what scares me about letting my daughter online. This is why she doesn't have any online accounts. She has a couple. I won't say what they are, but they're heavily supervised, and like, it's because kids do not understand how to safely conduct themselves online. And that's okay. I will help you guys. If anything you learn from me over the course of watching this show is how to be safe online so you don't get fucking kidnapped, good enough for me, man. I should have flared. Yeah, I mean, adults are dumb too. You know, don't get me wrong. Like, especially the older generation is very, very susceptible to manipulation online. You know, at the simplest explanation, right? That's going to get worse and worse as AI gets better and better. Drug possession, possession of a controlled substance, possession of drug paraphernalia, drinking under the age of 21, drug use. Oh no. Rough. What did he have? What did he have? My mom's gone to jail for drug possession. If it's weed, you know, that's possession of alcohol under 21, that's one thing. Yep, that's definitely... Don't get caught doing that. Weed and coke, there you go. Alright, man. Listen, this is why I only use my medical card. All my shit's legal. I mean, listen, of all the hardcore drugs that you could do, coke is one of the least addictive ones. Right? Like, meth, highly addictive. Fent, highly addictive. Heroin, highly addictive. Coke is and has always been a party drug, right? I've never done Coke. This is coming from, like, you know, someone who has police officers in the family and who has heard a lot of cops talk about it on stuff like podcasts. Like, Coke is the least habit forming of the super hardcore ones, but it's also a huge gateway drug, right? You do Coke and then eventually it's like Coke doesn't blow your mind out enough anymore, and so suddenly you gotta like get something a little better. You know, you gotta go find something a little better, got a little more rush to your life there, and you try something fucking dumb like heroin or meth or Fenty, and then you're fucked, dude. You're a fucking zombie the rest of your life unless you fucking magically break free of that spell. You know, like, don't get me wrong. Weed can also be habit forming because anytime humans have oral fixation, okay, and so like when I get stressed out, I fucking take a toke. You know, it relieves my anxiety and brings my stress levels down. Great. I got a prescription for it, right? Does it mean I smoke way too much? Probably. I probably smoke too much, you know. But I have the message of, hey, don't fucking do what I do. Don't fucking smoke. It's not good for you. I know I'm ruining my lungs, right? I fucking will not go any further than dabs of weed. Like, that's it, man. Weed wax is as concentrated of a mind-melting substance as I need. Ooh. Hanging out with the wrong people, it happens, man. It happens. You know, I've got family that's hung out with the wrong people. Luckily, I've been able to learn my lesson through them, and I took their lessons to heart, you know. So, you know, yeah, you don't cross state lines with controlled substances, and you don't illicitly purchase controlled substances, right? You should always get your controlled substances from reputable places, right? And stay within the bounds of the law. Sucks to be pulled over and arrested for marijuana at the very least, DUI, and underage liquor. Like, that all definitely sucks. But he's definitely dabbling with the wrong crew if they've also got him into coke. You know, like, that's a bad time. The guy could seriously fuck his life up before he has a chance to really live it, you know? Ooh, that was good. Too bad you suck. Weed and alcohol are one thing, you know. Cigarettes, that's one thing, you know. Those are all within the bounds of the law, right? I don't break the law. He's not spamming, he's getting rid of messages. Now that we've gone over the topic. I know what he's doing. Just making sure that if someone walks by his house or someone pops into the stream, you know, all of the shit that we already talked about isn't like, you can't get rid of evidence. Don't worry. Yeah. It isn't out in the open for people to see. The evidence is on the internet forever. It'll just wait. We're fine. We're fine. Look, it's gone. Look at that. Watch this. Hold on. We'll just remove that message. There you go. There you go. And there you go. Be alright. I got you. I understand being nervous talking about this stuff. And, you know, I definitely wanted to make sure we kept your PII secure because you shouldn't air family business out with names attached on the internet, right? Killing you. Are you trying to hop in my squad? Is that what you're doing? Well, you didn't make it. I got grind to do. Alright? I got shit to do, man. You gotta have the BTTV extension. The bot broke. Ooh. Oh, the bot did broke. I don't know. I don't know if the commands ever got imported into Streamlabs. See, this is that switching over to a new service, man. Fucking our stream. We went from Stream Elements to Streamlabs, but honestly, Streamlabs was better. Not gonna lie. Oh wait, hold on. DEA. Got P51 on mobile? Amazing. That's not good. Got an F-18 over there. Where you at, brother? That kefir is toasted. Okay. The roll rate, man. The roll rate. Come on, baby. Yes. Okay. Now these are only Mach 4 missiles. They're fucking super slow. But they seem to perform pretty okay. Have they caught up with PC? No. PC hasn't caught up with mobile. We're just gonna dive here. I think we got enough to get Chaff and Flare. That's nice. Where are we going here? Fucking, alright. Over the mountain? Yeah? Just over the mountain. Just had a medical ship looking for help with repairs come within range of your gun. And did you have like any kind of IFF for your gun? Or manual approval? Peace, Anton number 2. You were neutrals. You got the Su-30 MKM last night? Very nice. Very cool. It's me versus him. He's in an F2A. He's probably doing pretty good in that, huh? H64E, stats, service. Yeah. Yeah, okay. He's spaded. Let's just say their ship didn't last long. No, I imagine not. I'm gonna lose him soon. And he's gonna get me soon. Yep, there goes the AV-8. Oh, he doesn't get me. Okay, cool. Let's just go for altitude here. We'll keep him in sight. R-77's online. Trying to be sneaky and know his POS and turn off the radar. My radar is off. I've got my HMS PD on, which doesn't ping unless I ping. I do understand how BVR combat works. Back to AA, man. Back to AA. How nice. I gotta get him within 22 thou here. And then I can R77 him from God. Alright. Now, do we have like a... nah, head-on isn't gonna do it, but GT might do it. Alright. Now there's AAA. There we go. We'll take it. I can't believe that they have AAA shooting that high, though. That's pretty crazy. I mean, I understand that obviously missile launchers can shoot that high. I get that. But in the spirit of tradition of the game, fucking rough, brothers. Alright, now listen, this might be controversial, but I think we're skipping these. And we're going for these. Because this fucking roll rate is atrocious. It's for people bombing? Oh, true, yeah. Or someone with GBU 39s. Yeah, like a fucking F-18 bringing in 20 GBU 39s and just being like, oh, I'm just gonna paint the whole runway from here. What's up, Picanti? Thanks for the sub. Good game, man. Good game, brother. Alright, boosters halfway done. Let's fucking get it. We're almost done with the MiG-25. We're right there, man. Oh, fuck yeah. We're gonna be flying something new tonight. Hopefully. Well, I don't know how much the crew is for it. Thought the Harrier was gonna do a funny hover mode and end you. I made a comment about that. I was like, this Harrier is fucking toast going up against an F2. Yeah, he's the guy for the match. Yeah. Once you get into the AIM-120C era, you know, and the AIM-9M era, like, the Harrier's special maneuverability mode is great. It's great. Hover mode is awesome, you know. But you have a large enough loadout that you fire one and then you can fire a follow-up. What's up, Birdie? Welcome to the stream, buddy. Welcome back. And you know, typically with your follow-up, they've lost all their energy with the first one, so their ability to maneuver is limited. Even a Harrier. Though they can do some, you're right, they can do some fucked up stuff with their hover mode. We gotta get these boosters, dude. This thing rolls like a... I mean... I don't even know. I don't even know. This thing rolls like a fucking square. $602, we're gonna tally that sub up. Boom, right there. Right there. We're fucking on our way, boys. I thought it was a great joke. I thought it was a hilarious joke. I thought the dog joke afterwards was a pretty good one too. Fucking get your doggos strapped, man. Here they come. They're gonna be at your door. Alright, man. Okay. Come on, Birdie. Tell me. Talk to me, Goose. What's this Russian bitch trying to tell me? I need an actual Babel fish to fly this shit. Strap a claymore to a garden gnome. You and I have very similar thought processes. Listen, we're not going to talk about things that you can do with garden gnomes. What's up, Clayton? But, like, you don't actually need claymores. Those are... listen, some acrylic... Okay, we can't... Okay, I can't give you any more instructions other than that. The only thing that makes a claymore special is that it's basically got acrylic, you know, which is the C4. One, you're not going to get yourself any C4. Two, you can simulate that type of effect with the ball bearings with acrylic. You're going to have to figure the rest of the device thing out yourself to put it under a garden gnome. Tannerite is a low-grade explosive, but it definitely can create some crazy fucking shrapnel when contained inside a container. Yes. Very hard to directionalize it. Yes. Okay, is he dead? You're toast? No. What are you guys letting this guy do? You just letting this F-14 pal around? You just letting him chill? We're fucked. Hit the Elden Ring button. More. Okay. More. Oh god! Ah, we pressed the wrong buttons. Fuck. We're having a day, guys. You can buy Tannerite anywhere. That's true. Yeah, that's true. Where are we at here? Come on. Please. Oh, God, please. 40. Come on. Is he being an asshole? You're hopping on? You're hopping in? How are you hopping in? Do I want to squat? I got grind to do. Come on. Let me fucking make this vehicle actually worthwhile before I have to babysit people. Are you in the squadron? Boom. Are you in the squadron? Let's start making that a rule. You can't rejoin? Why can't you rejoin? Did I kick you? Oh, that guy didn't do enough damage to actually hurt me. That's fucked up. That guy didn't get a TK? Did I see what you said? You had some big slices of pizza, your dog jumped on your bed and took one. Aw, man. You should ask Hassan Piker what you should do with that dog. Let me give you a hint. Hold on. There we go. There you go. Check out what's playing. That's what he'll tell you to do, that dog. What do you want? You can go outside? Ariana, put the dogs out for a minute. Go hook them up so that they don't fucking dig out of the fence again. Check squadron. I got shit to do. Hold on one sec. This is a fucking banger.
Hey, come on, Gordy, come on, Coco.
What? Oh, did they both go?
Yeah.
Just instantly? Okay. She might need to poop.
Who?
She might need to poop. She was running funny. Coco.
Go. Coco, go back outside. Go. Do you want to go?
No, she's alright. Okay. She's just running funny.
That's how she always runs.
Yeah. You need to poop? Looks like you got something in common. Maybe. I'm gonna need to poop after I finish this coffee. Kiwi? Okay. Sorry about that, guys. Didn't mean to cough in your ear. It's the whole enemy team fighting this one guy. That's not good. This is not good for us. Oh, hello. Hi. This guy's chasing me. Hello? slow as fuck, boy. Okay, so listen. Listen. This is not a good place to be. Okay. Listen. We, I mean, I really don't, you know, I would like to land, so let's, you'll be on mission. But yeah, look, there you go. We defeated, and our repair timer is suddenly over. Welcome to Sage Knowledge of the Initiated. Yes. Yes. What? You didn't know this? Alright, we'll play 3 games.
Атака БРЛС. Атака БРЛС. Атака БРЛС. Справа. Выше. Атака БРЛС. Справа. Ниже. Атака БРЛС.
Airfield spawn is goated. What are you talking about? Your big-ass school bus attracted the attention of an F2. Says me, I just got locked up, brother. That thing wasn't even pinging me until you came by. He was looking for you. This isn't a naval fighter. We're not going naval fighter route. Yeah, this isn't a naval fighter. Doesn't have a hook. This F-16's pretty scary up there, though. I don't know what the fuck, man. Launch! Better get closer to the ground, I know, right? I fly low. I'm typically that's why we have the lawn dart counter, is because I fly so low that I often kiss trees. Me and Mother Nature have a very intimate relationship in this game. I'm inside her all the fucking time. That should have killed me. That should have killed me. That should have killed me. Alright, 300 thou. God, we're almost to the end of Russia. Early stream? Yeah, we're still doing our 9:30 though. We'll be here for Stalker tonight at 9:30. This is what we're worried about looking at. Thank you. Hasn't updated since the last battle. Oh, defeat. Rough. Oh, rough. Rough. Look at how good we're doing today, guys. We're doing great. We're doing great. We ain't even scored anything in 10 minutes. We ain't earned a single point in 10 minutes. Are you I can't tell if you're in a battle or not. Why is the white PS4 controller so expensive? No idea. I need okay. Alright. Great map for hugging the ground. Yeah. Doesn't do much here though. You know. Because it's a flat ass map. And I actually don't like flying super low on this map because I eat sand dunes like a motherfucker. Like, they blend into each other. You know, like that sand dune came out of fucking nowhere. This one right here, I just flew over. That one, look, and look at this one. Man, they just fucking pop into existence, you know? And you're doing Mach Jesus right into a fucking sand dune. My sand looks weird. I have post FX on, and I have dynamic LUT on. Oh god, look how sad the game looks that way. All right, okay, all right. If you're doing Mach sub 100 feet off the ground, you are doing Mach Jesus. What are we listening to? What happened here? Who did this? F2 dead ahead somewhere. Two of them. Yeah, I see them. They're low. Yo, turn my afterburner off? No, fuck that shit. I got shit to do, like fly. My color is off? My color's not off. Your color's off. I have custom filters put on to make the game look the way I want it to. Yeah, it's ET's next. I know you meant my ass is clean of bogeys. Yeah, I got a message that said there are no enemies left on the team. If I have afterburner on, the flares don't work good. I wasn't worried about IR missiles at that point. I was worried about radar missiles. Most players at our BR are rocking radar missiles. And radar missiles are highly susceptible to janky maneuvering and low altitude flying. They get confused very easily. I was only trying to run as fast as fucking possible. That's all that was on my mind. And that requires afterburners. IR missiles at this BR are scary. They are. Can you imagine how the AIM-9Xs are going to be? They're IR and optical. Okay, so like they will be able to see the enemy plane, like the outline of it, and say, "Oh, that's an enemy plane." And then they lock onto that. They don't just lock onto the heat signature. That's part of it. But they're like, "Oh, that's a plane." They are very hard to defeat. Which one's AIM-9Xs? They're not in the air game yet, and I don't think they're fully implemented in ground. I don't think they're implemented the way they should be. Trying to get the IS-1. Great tank.
Справа, выше.
Listen, when you tell the missile to paint the big blue thing flying across the ground, not just the really hot things behind it, the missile's gonna do better. And then you put thrust vectoring on it, the missile's gonna do real good.
Справа, выше.
When we have stealth aircraft, we will get AIM-9X and equivalents in air. Because stealth aircraft are going to require IR missiles and optical guided missiles that are actually sufficient, you know, that can lock onto their image and not a signature.
Атака БРЛС. Слева, ниже. Атака БРЛС. Слева, выше.
11 NATO is stuck with missiles from the 70s and 80s. Other nations get stuff from the aughts. Well, that's what happens when you take a Cold War very seriously and you overdevelop your technology by 15 to 20 years. Is that you get 20-year-older shit that's the equivalent of the new shit. But Gaijin doesn't implement any of it like totally accurately, you know. There's bias baked into everything, but then they justify it by that kind of justification. Like, oh yeah, but the NATO stuff has got a lot of capabilities, so we gotta limit it and we can't implement it and blah 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 blah.
Предельная перегрузка.
No, I'm not saying that it's the direct equivalent. I'm saying that it's the equivalent in Gaijin's eyes, right? I understand it is not the equivalent. Gaijin, however, wants to see it as the equivalent. That was a stupid shot on my part. God, this game's fucking beautiful. Alright, and then burners. Then we fucking flip her around and then launch. Please, launch. Baby, launch. Bitch. Thank you. Please. Go get him. Oh, son. Oh, he's still up. He's still up. There's still a chance, man. Come on. Come on. Oh, my God. Oh, okay. Let's give him something from the top. Nope. Nope, nothing. There's nothing here. We need more blood to our head, please. There we go. Ooh! You almost got me. Yes, that's exactly what we need to do. We need to find a psychologist for Gaijin. We need to get them some antidepressants. Maybe get them smoking some weed or something. Like, these guys gotta figure it the fuck out, man. Oh, we can make it do cartwheels. Very cool. Fox 3s, the others are debatably better. I don't know, man. I think Fox 3s are very, very powerful. What? I shot at someone. That didn't count for anything? Fired a billion missiles. Leave me alone, game. Are you serious? You did well that match? Yeah. One more. You're complaining about being up tiered by 0.7 BR? I can't believe it. Flying an F-15 for God's sakes. All right, Mitty, have a good day.
Атака БРЛС. Предельная перегрузка. Предельная перегрузка. Атака БРЛС. Слева. Выше.
Look at the roll rate now. Much better roll rate. Still kind of garbage. It'll get better. It'll get better.
Перегрузка. Предельная перегрузка. Атака БРЛС. Слева. Выше. Атака БРЛС. Слева. Ниже. Предельная перегрузка.
Oh god, we need G-suit. G-suit next.
Атака БРЛС. Слева. Выше.
Definitely G-suits next. We gotta stop G'ing out like this.
Крен направо.
77's online.
Крен налево. Крен налево.
That's what you get for flying a fucking tennis court into battle. I ain't been spiked once.
Предельная перегрузка. Крен налево. Предельная перегрузка. Предельная перегрузка.
Okay, we're gonna be coming up on their flank here shortly.
Крен налево. Предельная перегрузка. Предельная.
And they'll be coming over this mountain in front of us.
Переведи в набор. Переведи в набор.
Dude, I was just saying that yesterday. I was like, man, I hope we get bird strikes in this game. I want little flocks of birds flying around and like Canadian geese up at 15,000 feet, you know. Like I want a little bit of an accident to happen, you know, maybe in sim mode or something, but like give me something, boys. All right, this guy's cookeroonied. That guy got lucky. All right. Pitch up. Do we have any elevator at all? Come on, baby. You can put it out. Seal it. You can seal it. You can't seal it. You can seal it. Come on, baby. You can seal it, baby. Come on. No, 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 no. No, 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 no. Come on. Come on, come on. Don't. No, no, no. Okay, guys. All right. All right, good games, Boom. We'll see you on the battlefield, buddy. What are we researching now? I don't know what we're researching anymore. Is it, not that. What is our research vehicle? Oh god, I'm gonna have to go search. Nope. 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 Let's just, okay. Was it going to Israel? No. No. The fuck was this research going, bro? What? I don't, where's your research going? Was it going to this? Really? Uh, yeah. M901 is fun. Yeah, Wally's cute and all, but this is what I want. I think Fly Daily did a video on this thing, and it's been unobtainable for me ever since. It used to be down here. And now it's all the way up here. Oh my god. 56 doll hairs, bro. Oh my god. It's inconsistent. I don't care if it's inconsistent. It is a fucking derpy looking vehicle, and it's also cool looking. Like, bro, I don't care about good vehicles, you know that. Or else I would have already done swapped out the 120S once I found out it was garbage. But instead, I'm gonna force myself to fucking spade it. Because I'm a fucking psycho. Like I could easily swap my research back to the HC, swap out the 120 for the HC, finish the Booker, and go that route. But no, I committed to the 120. I'm doing the 120. What, this? Why am I not researching that? Yep. I didn't realize it was the A1s, honestly. I thought this was a different round. Yeah. It's not about that. This thing is slow as shit, guy. Have you seen how slow it is? It goes fucking, it's as fast as two turtles fucking on Sunday, bro. Like, God just ain't letting it happen. What's up, Bane? No. Go read the description of the channel. This is why you're not a mod anymore. Can't read the description. I will. I'll research it after I'm done with NVDs. Once the NVDs are done, I will put it on 829A1. I know that there's another round. I think it's one of the 105 millimeter rounds, though, and it's only got like 370 some pen, the first one, and then the second version of that APF SDS has like 469 or 498 pen or something like that. And in my brain, I thought those were the two rounds that the 120S had access to. And I was like, oh, I just don't need to fucking research these because the HE FS will do just fine. Because, you know, 480 to 489 damage difference is not that much, or 480 to 498 damage difference is not that much pen difference. But yeah, now I went and read them. I can see that that's actually the decent 120 millimeter round. Yeah, I'll put it on research after I finish the NVDs. That was gonna be one of the last things I researched. I was legit gonna research rounds last. It happens. You ain't ever seen the clips of gamer streamers that miss something critically obvious to the plot? There's millions of times. You done recording your shit? Was it a good one? Alright, TWS it is, I think. Yeah, TWS seems to work. TWS is going to be good. Chaff and Flare are... Okay, alright. We're cooked. TWS didn't work against these flares. I bet this is a newer fighter. Yeah. Are you out yet? Are you out of flare and chaff yet? Nope. Sub what? Sub sandwich? Sometimes I wonder if this is worth it. And then I remember I love War Thunder. We're close. We're halfway there. We'll be halfway there soon. Where are we at here? We're at 1/5 of the way there. Got an interview tonight. It's gonna be good. We're gonna CM's half a mile from your base, shot down in front of your friends, some DR. That happens, man. No missiles either. That happens. I also suffer from missile deficiency syndrome, i.e., fucking Geisened.
Клиент направо.
Bro, 398 subs until I can apply for the partner program, though. Like, we're very close to applying for partner. That'll be pretty cool. Okay, it got a little unstable there. The partner program isn't gonna really bring me any money. It's like a set of one-time perks, and then they will start to consider you for stuff like a press account. I'm not worried about the money aspect. I'm more worried about the premier access into things like CBTs and first look access into new vehicles and stuff like that. Like that's no, I'm already part of the partner. I'm already partner program. Right now, I'm part of the partner program. That's why you guys can dono to me here on YouTube now. And you're right, it's not going to be much money. It's going to be, you know, a few dollars a week, right? If it pays my editing bill, I will be both surprised and thrilled, right? The money parts, I'm not worried about that part. I fortunately have my bills covered, you know, with everybody in my house that works, and the money that I bring in with my VA disability. Like the bills are covered, so I'm not like worried about money from a YouTube channel. The benefit of, you know, of video gaming as a hobby, right, is that I'm gonna do my hobby almost every day anyways, right? So I can just go live when I do it, right? I can just fucking go live while I'm doing my hobby. And if I get fucking haters in here that are assholes, guess what, man? We might live in a democracy. You might run your household like a democracy. We might decide together what video games are gonna come to this channel. This place ain't a fucking democracy. I'm the dick, and you guys are the taters, alright? And if I get a fucking someone who's a little bit too fried in here, boom, right the fuck out. I don't have to deal with haters. And that's the great thing about YouTubing and streaming your hobby is that fucking, like, you just get to do it, and it's okay. If you grow, you grow. If you don't, you don't. Maybe it's not for you. So far, I've experienced what I would consider very, very considerable growth in my first year of content creation. I've dabbled over the last, 12 years. I've put a video together or two on my PS4 or with a laptop, right, and uploaded it to various different places. And I did some streaming over on the Facebook side when I still had 100 followers over there. I did some DCS streaming, even a whole lot of it in VR. So if you ever want to go and watch that content, it's over there on the Facebook. We'll stream to Facebook one day again when we get back up to 100 followers. Dude, Facebook money making is lucrative though for streamers. People that stream to Facebook make tons. Facebook loves to pay people. But I didn't particularly like the way Facebook pages are set up. They're difficult to manage. Their ad program is like really difficult to manage, but it was also when they first started, like the real gaming streaming side of Facebook. But obviously we're here now and we've done a whole lot better on YouTube than we ever did over there. But this is my first real year of content creation. This is me getting on every day. Hi, Gordy. Come here. What's wrong? Come here. What's up? What's up? Do you need to go to the bathroom? You need to go outside? Is that what you need? Excuse me. Hold on. You need to go outside? Okay. Let's go outside. All right. Give me 2 seconds. I gotta kill this guy. Oh, I got that shit stole from me. All right. Hold on. Just 2 seconds. Yeah, I know. Not fast enough for you. Hold on, brother. I'm not letting you out without putting you on the fucking lead, bro. You'll go. You'll dip. I know. I learned yesterday, asshole. You ain't going out unless you're on the lead. Anyways, fucking, yeah. I'm stoked at what year 2 is gonna bring and what years after are gonna bring. I'll be here. As long as gaming is still my hobby, I'll be here. Come on. Come on. Come on. Come on. Come on. No. Let's go. Come on, Gordy. Let's go. Outside. Coco. Ariana. Go watch your dog upstairs at the window. Go. Yeah, you've been here nearly the whole time. True. Is it Kiwi who's been here longer than you? There was a whole debacle about this. Or Nemo. There was a whole thing. And we figured it out. Oh, okay. Okay. Down to the minute. Wow. Are we gonna fight? Very good. Good teamwork. Several days later, that's right. I knew it was one of you two. That I remember this whole thing. I just wasn't sure which one actually was earlier. We're getting lore in the channel, guys. We got fucking lore to the channel and to the chatters. Robanuka? What? MiG-21 in here? Wow, that guy's having a bad day, Boom. That guy's having a real bad day. What's up, Schmitty? Welcome back. Schmitty, you missed Mitty. Probably for the best. We got a new airplane. It's got no missiles. It's got no nothings. It has drag fins, I guess, for maneuverability. That's pretty cool. That's an interesting concept, Russia. This event has brought out every window liquor, and the teams are just so bad. Yeah, buddy. And those windows taste like schnozberries. They fucking has too. Oh man. And then they did this in the middle of winter sales, right? And so the implication was real. Everyone is going to buy top tier premiums, not know how to use them, get their shit kicked in, right? And then still maybe unlock the MiG-25, at which point, because they bought their way in, they don't realize how that's gonna work in event mode. They're gonna have to fucking spade that bitch and crew it. And it's gonna be expensive. They're gonna be like, ah, bro, I gotta get my ass kicked some more. Like, I'm an F4S enjoyer, okay, and I bought the clickbait and took it out for a few test matches while I was still in 75mm Shermans. Okay, all right. I was like, same, but different, but same. I'll use the F4S as, a CAS, and I'll use the Abrams, and I'll just play one life mode. Was not fun, right? It's much funner to have a bunch of crews, bunch of lives. You get to shit stomp people for longer, right? And so I stopped playing that Abrams after, 50 or so matches. I was like, all right, this thing's not actually fun. I still have a ton of grind to do. And I went back to Tech Tree Grind. Oh yeah, 10-7 thrashed by BMPT. Dude, they're thrashing at 13. The BMPT is scary at 12-0, 13-0. It's fucking broke. Let alone the BMPT 72, man. Oh my god. It'll be fixed. It's going to take them a month and a half to fix it, but it'll be fixed. But yeah, I have a plethora of premium vehicles, but, after my clickbait learning experience, I was like, all right, I got it. You really do need to grind the tree a little bit to learn all of the advanced tactics. And so the only BRs that I really skipped with my clickbait was like Korea, I think. Those were the matches that I played in my clickbait. And then for Vietnam, I went back to Vietnam era vehicles and I ground out the AH-1G manually. I can fly that thing like a fucking beast, and that helped with my ability to pilot the Apache because I bought the YH-64. MiG-21 Bison 12.3. Love my Apaches, man. I got the YH-64, and I'm gonna buy the Comanche eventually. I will buy it. They gave the Chinese Apache the JAGMs and DI RCMs. I didn't know that. I try not to let vehicle capabilities or technology tilt me in this game, because I look at it as a work of fiction game anyways, right? Like, it's definitely a vehicle simulator, but it's a vehicle simulator based off of people's feelings, not off of reality. I can't believe that guy dodged that shit. He didn't. Okay. You're China #1 hater. Me too. Me too. I think that we should have a North Taiwanese tech tree. Love it. But yeah, I don't play the game in the most efficient way anyways, because like when I play ground, I'm running an F-16C at 12.7, and then I'm bringing in 10.3, 10.7, 10.0, 12.0, 8.7, 9.3, 10.0, 9.3, and 11.7 vehicles, right? So like, none of my vehicles are going to be optimal for competing against 12.7 to 13.3, right? Whatever. Vehicles, 13.7 vehicles. I think it's a 1.0 VR spread. It might be 0.7 in both directions. I don't remember. They change it. But yeah, like, I play the game at a disadvantage unless I'm flying just straight air, where it pits me against, like vehicles. Where are we at with these fucking R27s? Jesus, dude. See if we can't get a couple more of those. We need the R73s so that we can like just bog this bitch down. Hello, game. We just want to bog this thing down with R73s until we get our R77s. Or R27 ERs. Those will also be an acceptable missile for this. We can kick the shit out of some people with 27 ERs. What's up, Clayton? Welcome to the stream. Welcome back. Dude, the roll rate on this thing is so much better. Oh my god. Kitty cat. Hi, Tyra. You clocking in for your first shift at the biscuit factory? Yeah, very good. You're late. I've been here 2 hours already, man. I have to get the shot collar. We need them. This is Tyra. She is a she. She's very pretty kitty cat. Very lovey. Oftentimes she'll try to hold my hand and fly the jet with me. That's usually her telling me it's time to get the fuck off stream because it's like 2:30, 3 o'clock in the morning. Otherwise, she's usually pretty confined to her bed here. I try to keep her inside her own boundaries, or else she'll try to take up the whole desk. She's very entitled. That's where part of the donos go. Is catnip, cat treats. Make sure that they're kept up. Damn, kitty cat. You okay? You good? Just like you needing all the way to China. Hello? This might be good for us. Nope, not good for us. Fuck! I don't know Minecraft. You gotta do it on the other stream. Bot's only listening to one. Okay. Alright. You're not gonna get points like that, bro. We're legitimately 1/5 of the way there now. Gotta do it over on the horizontal. I got you, brother. I figured it out for you. Okay.
Into your vehicle.
Ready up. Timer ready. Gunner ready. Loader ready.
Man, she's getting fat. Oh, that's just fur. Never mind. I thought she had a pudge hanging over her hip. It's my favorite tank. The Abrams. I also like the XM800T, but that's not like a series of tanks, that's just a tank. Like, if we're talking individual, it's the XM800T. Thing is the funnest little rat in the world. In my plane game? Don't worry, man. I've also been playing since this was only a plane game. Trust me. I also am super excited about. Oh boy. Oh, that's a good. I legitimately forgot that it's possible to lawn dart in a ground game. Just tally that motherfucker up. Hey, 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 hey! Stop it. Just because I'm faster than you. Just let him away with you. That's what we needed to be able to hear. No armor, best armor. Okay, okay. Number 3, that's more like a prince. Streamlabs king, apparently. Target sighted. Oh god, we've terribly given away our position here. Yeah, buddy. This isn't going to do anything for us, but... we'll take it. The Army took all of the weapons that they could wing mount to a Black Hawk or Apache, and then they stuck them on top of a Striker. That's what happened here. A lav, I should say, maybe. This is not a good place to be, boys. You guys ever been somewhere you shouldn't be? That guy was somewhere he shouldn't have been. Come on, ADATs. You're getting fucking embarrassed here. fucking guy shot me from.
Artillery strike. Coordinates. Destroy. Go. Acknowledge. Open fire.
Oh shit.
Machine gun ready for action. Mobility kill. Stabilizer removed.
Can I go home yet? Yeah, thank you. Thank you. God damn. I was trying, man. There were 3 dudes shooting at me. You ever had 3 dudes barrels just in your face unloading, man? That's like what was happening right there. It was just just spall everywhere. Just taking hot rod after hot rod, man, right to the face.
Атака БРЛС. Слева. Выше. Атака БРЛС.
That was a good run. It was a good run. Man, anytime I play this game, I take hot rods to the face. No, that way, plane, go that way. Whew.
Атака БРЛС. Справа. Выше.
That was very, very close.
Атака БРЛС. Справа. Ниже. Атака БРЛС. Справа. Выше. Атака БРЛС. Справа. Выше.
We're way far away from the coast. This is not good.
Направо. Крест направо.
Fuck it. Fuck it. Let's go out to sea, boys.
Налево. Крест налево. Предельная перегрузка. Предельная перегрузка.
Let's just see what happens.
Атака БРЛС. Справа. Ниже.
I could see me reaching 602 subs.
Справа. Выше.
I
Атака БРЛС. Справа. Предельная перегрузка.
I make no trust in prophecy or hope, but I do think that I think I'm just the right kind of stupid to maybe do something. If I try really, really hard, like everybody else who has been uploading content or creating content for a decade of their life, because that's the truth. Like the only person that I've heard of that's gotten like really, really big without either being, MLG or been involved in media creation their entire lives, right? The only person that I can name off the top of my head who hasn't done something like that, where they've got experience in front of a camera for years over years over years, is Fat Electrician. Dude came out of nowhere off of, some funny TikToks. I don't know what kind of editing experience he had prior. It seems like he had very, very limited screen time experience prior. But like, you know, I'm okay with putting in the work year over fucking year over fucking year. I've got dad patience, you know. Like, this year has been nothing but fun for me. Like, Stalker's frustrating. You guys are gonna get to see me get frustrated tonight. That's what Stalker's all about. But you know, this first year of content creation has been nothing but amazing. And I know that if I just keep at the grind, the algorithm will pick me up, and it will continue to grow me as it has. Bro, I rage quit last week. I finished a loot room and I was like, fuck it, I'm done. I'm getting off. I'm out. I fought that room for like 45 minutes. It makes me it's raising my blood pressure just talking about it right now. Woosah. Woosah. Yeah, I like rub the earlobes, you know? Woosah. If you guys haven't ever seen that movie, you might not be old enough for these streams.
Слева, выше. Атака ВРЛ. Атака ВРЛ. Атака ВРЛ. Слева, выше. Предельная перегрузка.
Yeah, we're almost 70 episodes in on Stalker right now. That's been a long series,
Направо.
mostly because of how difficult the game is.
Крен направо. Предельная перегрузка.
Which one? Which one? What? What are we asking? Which one about? Which Stalker? Which room? The last loot room that I was in. Which movie? Oh, which movie? Bad Boys 2. Will Smith and Martin Lawrence?
Перегрузка. Крен налево. Крен налево. Крен
I'm bad at actors. I'm also bad with bands. Terrible at bands. You gotta go watch that shit. Did it really? Bad Boys 2 came out 30 years ago? No, it didn't. Fuck you, it came out 22 years ago. That's on the lower half of 25. So that's 20. It came out 20 years ago if you're gonna round. 10 years off on your estimation.
Пуск разрешен.
I did. I said Bad Boys 2. I just it was a delayed 2. Bad Boys is 30 years old. I believe it came out in 95. I can see that. Come on. Oh, we're retarded. This is not good.
Атака ВРЛ. Сзади. Выше. Пуск разрешен. Перегрузка. Пуск разрешен. Атака ВРЛ. Предельная перегрузка. Предельная перегрузка. Предельная перегрузка. Предельная перегрузка. Пуск разрешен.
Yeah, we took one. We're happy with that. Bro, if you're under 27, you might be too young for these streams. There's some adult content in here. When are you fully mentally developed? Isn't it like 28? Why not? I didn't start smoking weed until after I was 30. I was fully mentally developed. Feels good to be retarded now. Go back to the kids' table, watch a ninja stream or something. Yeah, I think that's because the old fucks are deciding that people younger than them are not mature enough. I think like they cracked the secret code, you know, and nowadays kids don't care about that secret code. The secret code is respect your elders. They're right, you're wrong. Shut the fuck up, sit the fuck down, listen. Right. And so now like, you know, kids nowadays are like, wait, hold on 1 second. Just because you're 35 doesn't make you smart. It's true. Just because you're 35 doesn't fucking make you smart. I'm not yet 35. I got some time to go. I think that's part of it, really. I do. Is the whole they have exceptional experience, blah blah blah, but also they've had time to build their wealth. And when you've had that long to build your wealth, you have plenty of money, regardless of what side of the spectrum you're on, to run for office, right? And to pay for the advertising required to run for office. So I think that's part of the reason is the whole, hey, older is wiser type ordeal, but also on the other side, it's older is usually richer if they were successful early in life. And if they were successful early in life, that doubles down on the way of thinking that, you know, they've learned lots of lessons over their life. To think that Donald Trump is not an experienced man is to be thoughtless, right? Donald Trump is probably one of the most worldly experienced men out there in terms of things that he has done on both moral sides of the compass, business, fucking family, traveling. Like, he is a experienced man who is old and wizened over his years by his experiences. That doesn't make him right in every sense, not what I'm saying or anything like that, but you know, that is where that type of thought comes from, of older is wiser, right? Dude's made his billions and he's done it successfully, and he's traveled the world successfully, so he's seen a lot and done a lot, and people trust that kind of experience. They always have. I just think that today's generations, they don't think necessarily as respectfully on that kind of experience anymore. Today's day and age, people are more concerned about their experience, right? And not the experience of the people in position of authority over them, right? Trump's gone bankrupt 6 times. That's okay. Yeah. Great. I've gone bankrupt 1 time. Like, I've declared bankruptcy. I've bounced back from it. The fact that he declared bankruptcy 6 times tells me that he's successfully bounced back from bankruptcy 7 times. Right? That tells me that he was able to manipulate the contracts both with businesses and the government so successfully that he hasn't gone to jail for committing bankruptcy 7 times. Like that's what it tells me. You need someone that knows how to manipulate things, right? because the world doesn't operate on the black and white text that's written in treaties. The world operates in between those lines at dinner parties, shaking hands and fucking pisses next to each other at the urinal, right? Like, that's the way the fucking world works. And that's without even bringing Epstein into it, right? Epstein obviously was a terrible person, but guess what? He fucking definitely had world leaders shaking hands with each other and deals going down, right? You think the Soviets were so calm interfacing with the U.S. throughout the 90s and early 2000s without some help there? Bet not. I bet they were fucking definitely involved too. If we don't find some Russian shit in the Epstein files, I'd be fucking super surprised, because guess what? There's rich billionaires in fucking Russia too that gotta get some. It's a little bit easier to access there, but there's probably like some cross trafficking going on, right? Like, I'm not saying it's okay. That's not what I said. Not what I said at all. I'm saying that it's a reality of the world, that the world operates that way, and that those kinds of people come into power. That is the reality of the world. The people that can manipulate others the easiest are the ones that get into power, right? That's like, that is marketing, you know? All marketing is manipulation, right? And a businessman, you better believe they know marketing, right? Businessmen also know fucking how to read their own hand, right? What they've been dealt, where it's at, how they can cheat it, and how they can come back from it. Businessmen are great at figuring those things out. Businessmen built this country. Businessmen have continuously ran this country. Lots of them have been veterans. This one wasn't. He was a notable draft dodger for shin splints. Like, you know, there's plenty of things about Trump that I don't like, but I think to deny that he is old and wizened is to deny logic. The man has no. That's not true. Slaves built this country for the rich upper middle class. All right, not the working class. The working class didn't exist until fucking factories like existed here. All right, it was poor white indentured servants, okay, and slaves. All right, that worked for fucking plantation owners and business owners. All right, it wasn't the fucking working class. All right, this country started a whole lot earlier than the Industrial Revolution. Slaves are not the working class. Slaves are the slave class. You're giving them an upper class, and that's not fair to them. The working class and the indentured servant class are two different things. Like, we're not talking working class. You know who was working class? The fucking bakers. The bakers were working class. The millers? Maybe. The brewmasters? Working class. Those guys didn't build this country. The lawyers did. The importers did. The exporters did. The slave owners did. The plantation owners did. Fucking the brewmasters and shit didn't start running this country until after the revolution had already kicked off and gone through. Yeah, I said the 1870s when I said the Industrial Revolution. We didn't have a real working class until the Industrial Revolution. All right, that's exactly what I said. You're reinforcing the point that I made. So, no, like, the working class did not build this country. This is War Thunder. Yeah. The railroads isn't the country. The country started in the 1790s with the Continental Congress turning into the United States Congress. That's That's populating the country. That's advancing the country. This country was built in the 16 and 1700s. It goes much further back than the 1800s, though that is what modern school would have you believe. Like, I'm sorry that you have a limited view, but you do. Alright? Yeah, built the country. The United States. Okay, alright. It was built, right? It was established, okay, in the 1700s, right? The 1870s are after the 1700s, right? So the country was built, right? The foundation was built, right? That's what you build first. You gotta scoop out the old dirt, i.e., the fucking British, right? And then you build the foundation, right, of the country, right? That was built in the 1790s. The country was built from the colonies in the 1790s. If your definition of built is different, it's because you're fucking interpreting it in some new age bullshit, because building starts with a fucking foundation. No, I'm talking fucking building. Guess what you have to build to have a fucking country? Roads between the colonies. Guess what you have to maintain? Bridges between the colonies. Guess what you have to have? Tax waypoints between the fucking colonies. The country was fucking built on slaves in the 1600s and 1700s. It was expanded upon during the fucking Industrial Revolution. It was built, and then more stories have been added on top of it. It was fucking built by the upper class and slaves. The working class has expanded it. They didn't build it. They didn't build shit. They fucking built on top of what was already there. They put a fucking add-on on it. They put a trailer home add-on on a fucking mansion is what they did. And that's what we've been doing the entire fucking time. Now we're putting 10 fucking roofs on top of a mansion that we had, and we're saying, oh yeah, we're building on what we had. And these fucking tin roofs are 1 mil thick, and they're gonna be fucking rusted out the first time it rains. Like, that's where we're at. Sure, the Industrial Revolution helped us populate the whole country, but do you know what it led to? Do you know what it led to? It led to the fucking, to the Great Depression, ultimately. Everybody out of jobs because we pivoted from real fucking jobs to stocks. We were like, oh, we'll just invest in the businesses, not in the people. Yeah, super smart, super fucking smart. What's up, Kiwi? Like, yeah, we have continuously shit-wrecked what our founding fathers built and wanted for our country, that it's not even funny. We have continuously taken the Constitution and pissed on it as often as possible and tried to ignite it and been like, man, I wonder why this doesn't light on fire. You know, and it's like, oh, it's because we soaked it in piss first. Got it. You know, like, they can't get rid of it. The best they can do is try to amend it, and every time they do, all they do is piss on it. That's the upper and middle class investing in stocks. That's the government saying let's invest in stocks. Let's talk about the taxes that we had, you know, fucking before the 1900s. How many taxes do you think we had before 1934? How many taxes do you think the average American citizen was put under? How much of their income do you think was taken from them? Sure shit wasn't 34%. that's some newfangled tin roof bullshit to dig ourselves out of the Great Depression.
Клиент направо. Атака БРЛС. Слева. Выше.
Again, working class didn't build this country. The working class came after the Industrial Revolution.
Слева. Выше. Атака экипаж. Слева. Предельная.
The working class supported this country while it was being built
Атака экипаж. Прямо.
by the upper class and the slave class. It was the exact same as it is now. The middle class barely fucking exists. Alright, that's who your working class is they would be quote unquote middle class. They work for their living and they live okay, right? Working class didn't exist back then, and middle class doesn't exist today. Middle class is shrinking every day, and it has been for the last 20 years.
Перегрузка. Клиент налево. Предельная перегрузка. Предельная перегрузка.
It's smaller than the lower class, I'll tell you that, and it's way smaller than upper class.
Прямо. Выше. Клиент налево. Пуск разрешен. Предельная перегрузка. Пуск разрешен.
Yeah. What percentage of people make that wage? Let's see. They say that 51% of U.S. households are considered middle class in 2023, which is a decrease from 61% in 1971. Weird. It's like it's been trending downwards. It's shrinking because the lower class is growing and the upper class is not changing. Yeah, barely. It used to be a vast majority, and you said it's a huge part of the U.S. A huge would, in my mind, be like a great majority. It's not a great majority anymore. It's only a simple majority, so it's not huge. The group itself is huge, but the population itself is just barely greater than the other two populations combined. That's like saying that fucking that's like saying that if white people, right, suddenly made up less than 50% of the population of the United States, right, that white people wouldn't be the minority. If white people are under 50% of the population, right, they are no longer the majority, they are now the minority. Even if they are a minority group because other ethnicities are greater than white, right? Everyone is still at that point a minority, and white is the largest group, but there are less white people than people of any other ethnicity in that country, right? So there are barely any middle class people greater than those that are in the lower class and upper class, right? Middle class people make up just 51%, right? That means that fucking everyone else is either poor as shit or rich as shit, and that's the other 50% of the population. And let me tell you, if fucking close to 50% of your population is poor as shit, and close to 50% of your population is barely fucking hanging on, because $55,000 a year, by the way, is not a living wage in this day and age. All right, trust me, I fucking know. I made 75 without bonuses at my last job, and it's not fucking livable. All right. So if 55 is fucking not even fucking livable, right? Then really, where do your fucking numbers lie? You know, your numbers lie in the fact that a majority of your population is living as lower class, whether they fall into the middle class or not. Because the middle class is shrinking. As inflation grows, the middle class is going to shrink because we can't keep up with the wages. We can't. It's unreasonable to be paying McDonald's workers $19 an hour. It's unreasonable for a mom and pop restaurant to have to pay fucking, you know, cooks $22 an hour, right? It's fucking unreasonable for a tier 1, you know, that's level 1, not level 3, level 3 being the higher tier, right? For a tier 1 data analyst to be making, you know, $150,000, right? Like that's bad for our economy, and it's only getting worse because it's a complexing it's a what's the word I'm looking for? It's a fucking it's multiplicative and not additive, right? If it was additive, then that's one thing, but like the more that we fall into this trap of overpaying people, the more our prices are going to rise because the less money we're going to have. Because at the end of the day, again, we invested in businesses, right? After the Industrial Revolution, after America was built, right? Like the foundation had been built, and then the backbone, the Industrial Revolution, the backbone had been built, right? We invested in business and not in people anymore. And once we started investing in business, we had to change our world policy. That's why we went from isolationist to more open to trade, right? In the 1900s, is because we were like, fuck, we're investing in business a whole lot, and business likes to trade. Okay, I guess we got to start fucking trading, don't we? And so we started saying, all right, now we got to figure out how to make the seas free for trade so that we can get good prices on shit. So we did that with World War II and after, and we continue to do that today, and that has opened up, you know, a world where at one point in time we had free trade agreements where, guess what? Your bananas are worth my steel, and I'm going to pay my steel mill workers, all right, their actual wage, even though what you're paying me is in bananas, right? And you'll still get my steel, and I'll still get your bananas, because guess what? I'm going to slap an American sticker on those bananas, and I'm actually going to go sell them in France because France wants my bananas. And in return, France is going to sell me fucking butt plugs, okay? Right? And that's the fucking way that the world works now. And guess what? Guess what? The US gets bananas, the fucking Vietnamese get their fucking steel, the French get some fucking bananas for their butt plugs, and the steel mill workers get paid, all right? And so do the fucking butt plugged fucking printers, and so do the banana pickers, right? But the problem is that after you get into that free trade system, right, any little fluctuation in productivity in any market that interfaces with another market causes fluctuation in prices, causes uncertainty, and is going to cause inflation over time as those inefficiencies build up and cause snowball effect, right? And so now we're like, fuck, man, hey, maybe this free trade thing wasn't great, because like we're essentially fucking loaning out our workers just to trade the shit overseas, and we're not even selling it to Americans. Oh my God, what is going on? And the government's fucking scratching their heads here going, uh-oh. And now they're like, well, we gotta be able to pay workers, so like we're gonna have to start tariffing our shit. And that's where we're at today. That's where we're at today, you know, is that now we have tariffs again, and we don't have free trade, and the US is in a position where they're like, you know, maybe Japan wasn't so wrong to go to war over America cutting off its access to oil and steel. You know, maybe we want some of that Venezuelan oil, you know, and it's not a great fucking position for us to be in. But it's the position that we've been put into. And until we go back to trading like money for goods and converting money to local money, our trades are going to continue to be terrible. Our inflation is going to continue to go up. We need to fix our own internal currency. We need to have it backed by something solid that we can either produce, manufacture, or provide. And then we need to encourage, you know, people to accept that as a method of payment, so that we can fucking back up our middle class with that, you know, backbone for the money that they're receiving. Because right now inflation's out of control. I paid $15 yesterday for a Lux box and a medium drink because I got my taco made supreme and I got fucking chips and cheese instead of the Cinna Twists. I'm like, bro, that used to be $6. It used to be $5.99 for a Lux box. And then it was $6.99, and then it was $7.99, and now it's fucking $9.99. Oh my god, we're so close. Okay. We're gonna be playing this after Stalker 2, I bet. I go to an interview soon. Got an interview at 5. I need to leave at 4:30. Economy is definitely something, man. Them French butt plugs, though. Ribbed for your pleasure. Not a sponsor. Man, I hope I get a sponsor like that, dude. Straight ass. I will take an Adam and Eve sponsor. You know why I would take an Adam and Eve sponsor? I like getting it on with my wife. And I like money. And YouTube would fuck right off with advertising me to kids. I don't know what we're looking at here. I don't know what this this graph is. You'll have to explain this to me. It's literally just a graph. Okay, that sentence doesn't make any sense. That seems too logical. It seems like recursive logic here. 50 to 99% of the people's income makes up 65% of the income made in the US. So where's the other 34%?
Предельная перегрузка. Предельная перегрузка.
Okay, I see a little bit. Do you see how that top 0.1% keeps getting bigger? Right? And then the 90 to 99% and the 50 to 90%, they keep trending downwards. And the 90 to 99% keeps growing. Yeah, that's the problem.
Перегрузка.
See, and then the bottom 50 is also growing in those. That's also a problem.
Перегрузка. Предельная перегрузка.
Right? And then let's see, wealth by income percentile. So also, you know, again, part of the problem here is that your fucking top two pieces on this graph, right? Those make up 70% of the space on the graph. Whereas the 60 to 80, well, 0 through 80 only makes up 27% of the graph, right? Like that's a problem. That means that your middle and low earners make almost zero in their income percentiles.
Перегрузка. Атака БРЛС. Слева. Ниже. Предельная перегрузка. Предельная.
Like, don't get me wrong, if you're unemployed, I get it. You're not gonna make any money. You know, like that's to be expected, understood. Good shot, guy. You guys just went outside. You're not going outside again. Oh, thank God. Okay. Those are going to take a while to finish. Almost halfway done. How would I sponsor a butt plug live? You run a pre-scripted ad. You have a scene in Streamlabs, and then you just cut to it like this.
Прямо. Ниже.
So instead of it saying "we'll be right back," it would run the ad really quick. It's already like pre-recorded, you know.
Высота. Атака БРЛС. Справа. Ниже.
And then we would be back 10, 15, 20, 30 seconds later, whatever. That's one way to do them.
Выше.
YouTube won't put those ads on automatically though, but they will run ads on the channel once I get to 1,000. Yeah, look at those middle class assets dropping. Crazy. That's like what I said. They're dropping like crazy. Yeah, lower class has doubled. That's crazy. That's fucking nuts. That's almost like a sign of a bad economy.
Выше. Атака БРЛС. Справа. Выше. Атака БРЛС. Прямо. Выше.
It definitely hasn't it hasn't doubled since 1995. Looks way smaller than it was in 1995.
Атака БРЛС.
And then the middle class, those peaked in 2003, right at the height of the war on terror. Yeah, height of the surge.
Атака БРЛС. Прямо. Выше.
All right, I'm looking at crafts and not looking for airplanes. So I'm going back to looking at airplanes.
Атака БРЛС. Предельная перегрузка. Крен налево. Переведи в набор. Предельная перегрузка. Предельная перегрузка. Переведи в набор. Переведи в набор. Атака БРЛС. Справа. Выше. Переведи в набор. Атака БРЛС. Справа.
I
Ниже.
can't tell if that guy was shot down or not.
Атака БРЛС. Справа. Выше. Переведи в набор.
Yeah, he was shot down. Okay.
Набор. Переведи в набор. Переведи в набор. Предельная перегрузка. Предельная перегрузка.
I have no idea. I have no idea. Oh, right there. Okay, he launched over the mountain.
Переведи в набор. 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 Предельная перегрузка. Переведи в набор. Переведи в набор. Переведи в набор.
Austerlitz. I don't know what Austerlitz is. You have to help me with that one.
Набор. Переведи в набор. Предельная перегрузка. Переведи в набор. Предельная перегрузка. Предельная перегрузка. Предельный угол атаки. Скорость предельная. Скорость предельная. Предельная перегрузка. Предельная перегрузка.
Can I help you? Get out of here. Spent all match looking at graphs. Doing really good for our grind. How's my day going? Day's going good. Sorry, I was caught up in another conversation there. You know what's crazy is that my cat can't be rage baited. She doesn't rage bait easily. She's just so calm. Okay, did you just cough? looks like compounding economical problems.
Переведи в набор. Переведи в набор. Переведи в набор.
But why? So that he can get me to crash into the ground looking at charts and graphs to prove a point that I still don't quite understand his position on. Because the point that I'm making is that while wealth might have grown within the lower and middle class, maybe it's grown. Those two classes themselves have inversely been growing. The lower class is growing larger, and the middle class is growing smaller. And that points to a bad economy. I'm not like a data analyst. I don't know if I can understand this shit, but I understand those two concepts. Those two things equal bad, especially when the upper class continues to grow both in assets and wealth and size. But not sized in a reasonable manner. Like there's not enough new millionaires being made every day to solve the fact that middle class is shrinking like a motherfucker. Like the middle class aren't moving into upper class status. It's just fucking randos falling into upper class status. What? People that know billionaires come up, you know. And so that's the only reason that like the upper class is growing is because people that know billionaires, they tend to start making billions. Either because they learn how to trade or they get other benefits of being related.
Пуск разрешен. Атака БРЛС. Прямо. Выше.
Thank God that missile didn't go pitbull after that guy.
Предельная перегрузка.
Yeah, sure, if they earn their way to it, that's fine. You know, every day I hope I can earn $1 million, right? But it's going to require a lot of work, you know? Regardless of what I'm doing, it's going to require a lot of work.
Выше.
Whether that's staying up until 3 o'clock in the morning on the rig to grow my channel, or fucking trying to build a company with an idea that I have, or fucking trying to help a friend build their company so that I can move into an officer executive position in it, right? Like everyone who earns their bag has earned their bag, right? And I totally support that, but like what we're seeing is the upper class is growing their assets, they're growing their bag, right? And then people surrounding them also get to grow their bag, right? The internet's also made it pretty easy to work your way into the upper class, whether that be by learning trading, or learning social media, or learning marketing, or whatever, right? The internet's made it easier to make money, but it's still not to the point where it's accessible, you know, even to the lower class to you know, guarantee that they can move out of lower class. The internet's not that great yet. One day it might. One day small businesses may be able to take advantage of the internet well, but right now we aren't in that life, right? I think like things like Etsy and stuff like that are really cool, and what is that? The Fiverr, is that it? Where you contract someone to do some work for you for $5, right? I think that those are great ways to kind of help the individual market themselves, but I think that we could do stuff with the internet and with search engines that would, benefit small businesses when right now they're designed and coded to benefit large businesses, i.e., the businesses with the biggest bag, right? Right. Yep. Even if you work hard, you're going to get railed through the ass, right? If it's not by the economy, it's going to be by the government. You come across $1.6 billion in the lotto, right? And by the time the government has had their say, you're only leaving with 535 mil. That's a problem.
Атака БРЛМ. Прямо. Выше. Атака
It's a problem. It's not the way our country was intended to be run. I'm not saying that 535 million is not enough money for one person for their lives. It definitely is. But it's not the fucking government's money to take. That's how I look at it. I think that we could get away with a very reasonable 18% tax rate for everyone except for the top 1% of earners. And I think the top 1% of earners, we could get away with a flat rate 25. You charge them 7% more. You go fucking make your bag, whatever it is, all right? But we're going to take 25% of it at the start of every year, And for the average American citizen, we're going to take 18%. That's 18% between your sales tax, your gas tax, your fucking income, your state, your Fed, all of it, right? That's it. Your taxes don't equate to more than 18% of your paycheck until you fucking make $100 million or whatever, right? And then fucking boom, it's 25%. Guess what? The government's gonna take 25 million of that $100 million. That's a lot of fucking money for the government to be taken from one citizen. Yeah, if we could eliminate pork barrel spending and pork barrel legislation, then this kind of fictional ideation would work, right? But that's not the world we live in. We're being shot at. It's not the world we live in, And it sucks. It sucks that our government has fallen so far from where it started. When we started this country, there were no taxes. And we almost had a second revolution because they wanted to tax the liquor producers. They were like, what the fuck do you mean taxes, dude? And the government was like, yeah, actually, we do need to charge you guys some tax, so that we can continue to run. Let's be cool about this, And that's, where we've fallen from. I don't think we should go back to a no-tax civilization. I think that's how your civilization falls. You gotta have some money for roads and shit, They just gotta fucking pay for themselves. Lawn dart. But I think that we need to make our tax law simpler. I think our tax law should be understandable by the average American citizen who graduates at least the 8th grade, right? And maybe gets a GED, right? I don't think that it should take lawyers to figure out tax. It could benefit from simplicity, and while they're simplifying it, it could also benefit from a more amicable distribution between the government's burden and the citizens' burden. Yeah. I definitely don't want my tax to be 50% because 50% they're going to definitely be overspending on something. You give the government too much money and suddenly the government has enough money to pay private companies whatever the private company wants them to pay. And that's how capitalism goes rampant. It's $1,000 for a fucking bolt for an F-16, alright? Okay. Alright, man. That's because the defense industry is like, yeah, it's a really special bolt, man. Guaranteed it won't come out at Mach 3. It's like, okay, you developed that technology fucking 70 years ago now. Don't you think it's time that those bolts cost a little bit less, since the technology is fucking ancient, basically? Like, but no, we pay so much in tax that the government's got a bloated budget, and because the government has a bloated budget, the government can tell these industries, yes, we will buy that at that price, and the industries know it. And if the government instead had to say, yo, that's too fucking much, like, we're not paying that, the industries would go, you know what, maybe it should be like $50 a bolt instead. That was a terribly good shot.
Mobility kill!
What's up, Johnny? Oh, this is not good.
Turret rotation mechanism fixed.
Damn. Yeah, the thing is that we don't get to tell the government what they spend their money on. We have to trust them, and you're never supposed to trust your government. That's why the founding fathers fucking built this country with the rules in place that they did. And here we are trusting our government, you know? We're going, oh yeah, I have trillions and trillions and trillions of American taxpayer dollars. And you know, yeah, man, you're totally, yep, we know you guys are gonna do what's right with that. No. It should be billions and billions and billions of dollars that we pay them, and we should know what they spend it on down to the fucking quarter. Okay. That was, I would have anticipated that tracked that guy, but it didn't. Right? Crazy. The Marines never miss budget. You know why? Because if the Marines miss budget, the Army throws a fucking fit. The Marines are all about that excellency, man. Everyone else, they got special warfare shit they gotta hide behind. Marines are just like, yeah, we got special operators, but they're not really special operators. They're just kind of special operators. Here's how much it costs for them. They don't give a fuck because they have the smallest budget out of the rest of the defense industry, right? They're the defense branches, right? They got this shit tier budget, right? The Coast Guard's got a smaller budget than they do, but they're Department of Homeland Security, not DoD, DOW. Space Force got a huge budget. No way. Maybe right now. Maybe currently. It's gonna balloon. Space Force followed by the Marine Corps. Coast Guard also smaller. Oh, Coast Guard's larger than the Marines. That's fucking crazy. That's crazy. But the Space Force gets to piggyback off of the Air Force's budget, and the Marines also get to kind of piggyback a little bit off of the Navy budget, right? They ride on naval ships, ultimately. They eat Navy chow, right? A lot. The Space Force is trying to like be its own branch, whereas the Marine Corps is totally fine being a sub branch, right? Space Force, I think, really wants to be its own force outside of the Air Force. I don't think it wants to be attached. And if that happens, we would see the Space Force's budget fucking balloon. It's not cheap to launch rockets into space, ICBMs out of test pads, conduct tests on different rocket engine components, right? And that's before you get anywhere into the cyberspace domain. Yep, I got one more match and then I gotta go. What's up, Troy? Wait, did you change your name? Is this a bot? Guys, do we have a bot? We have a lit bot? These two people have the exact same picture. Nope, they changed their name. Never mind. I refreshed. It was a cache thing. Ooh. We need to try to do that really quick. Good kill. All right, guys, we're going to call it a part there. Thank you so much to everyone who has tuned in today. Thank you to our recent subscribers, everyone who donates to the channel. I really do appreciate all the support. Thank you the most to our haters, like this small dick motherfucker, Philip Jones. And thank you the most to our supporters on Buy Me a Coffee, Boom, Paint, Bilbo Baggins. Oh my God, it's Zoom. Y'all have a great day. See you at 9:30. Stalker 2. We're going to be back in the zone. Deuces.